Reveal your secrets. Also, can I go into your... Everyone else, I got to go into their stuff. And we can hang out again? Amazing. Oh, jeez. Yuri's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. He says you want to be in the Marshals. How'd you two start talking about that? Asking around about motives. And he thinks that's enough to be my motive? That I'd kill the council just to try to get to be a marshal? Are you denying it? No, it's true. Lady, do you really think that's motive for mass murder? By creating a state of terror, you can make a strong case for it. Lady, lady, lady. You're letting the snakes get to you. The little plan you've cooked up is a hell of a stretch. There's absolutely no guarantee it would work. If I did do it, don't you think that the Marshals would circle the wagons? If everyone is a suspect, you can't have a potential murderer joining the Marshals. What if you were working with Akiko? Then why would she tell you? I'll let you off since Exile's obviously dulled your reason. You come at me with garbage like this again and our arrangement may come to an end. Why would Akiko kill the council? Secrets aren't free. Yes. Good crystals. Minimal imperfections. Akiko is a soldier through and through. She's also their leader. They're the only family she's ever wanted. The Marshals aren't syndicate, though. They're citizens. A security measure by Montserrat. They don't have our immortality. And they don't get moved between islands. That makes them expendable, too. Precisely. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die or get left behind. She wants them in the syndicate. Get them gene therapy. Terrible children. Signs of symmetry. Create a battalion of immortal soldiers. End her heartache. She has motioned the syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted, been refused every time. She's hurting and angry. Curious. Like, no, gene therapy is someone's name. It's Jean. What does she get from murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. She'd use the murder to scare the new council. The untouchables became touched by the hand of death. She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoat it on a citizen, and panic the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into the syndicate. Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely. Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup. If Akiko did this, she proves that the threat isn't from the Marshals. Got any proof? Sure do. I pulled this from the Moon database. What? You never know when something like this will come in useful. Motion 0775000600A presented by motion tabled to the council. Formally requests that the God Marshals are inducted into the syndicate. Motion was declined. Unanimous vote. See also historical motions, many. Does it say the moon is a vampire? Here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the islands. Is there someone special on this island? Captain Voth. He's the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. This was worth 2 blood crystals. Select star from moons where vampire equals true. Commit. Oh, he was one of the Holy Seal Marshals. Okay, he and Akiko were in an illicit relationship. Highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island. So he was murdered last night. Looks that way. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council to push her agenda through, get her marshals into the syndicate, and make them immortal. It's a pretty big bet to make. I agree. Something doesn't add up. What about Voth then? If Akiko was involved, did she let Voth die? A sacrifice for the greater good? I need to find some more truth. You know what? Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago. Henry's possession worries me. Nothing has surfaced about it. It's either as they say, or someone's keeping it a secret. How did he get the knowledge to communicate with the gods? The library in the HQ is full of forbidden grimoires. You know, the escape last night. Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me about Henry's escape. If you think there's more to it than there seems, there might be physical evidence near the scene. What if what the report says is true? The only way to the council building is through the Syndicate HQ. If he went through there, he'd have been logged. Check the Nightmare computer logs. Did you see Witness last night? I heard Carmelina went to visit him last night. You should speak to her. I already knew that. See Yuri. Yuri handles Lydia on the last... handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. You see Grand Marshal Akiko? Didn't see her. You speak to her. See the doctor? I know something about his clinic, but won't charge you. Find the back door. I did. Anything you can tell me about Henry's movements? I got nothing. Well, okay. Why does Doom Jazz have a photo of Akiko? Gotta pay. Only one. He was in a relationship. He still loves her. This is boring testimony. It didn't work out. She can't relate to people who aren't soldiers, and he can't keep his dick in his pants. Personal experience. Oh, you're one to talk. We might as well clear all these out. Sure, why not? You know why Witness would want to kill the council? Well, let's see your crystal. Boop. Witness was growing to despise Montserrat. Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all, giving into paranoia, worried about his precious, perfect island. History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building toward a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods. 24 islands in, and we weren't doing a good job. Almost all of the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. What are they supposed to sit full of? Montserrat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. Step 1 was the syndicate. Our efforts have always been divided between resurrecting the gods and improving the islands. Ah, okay. The metaphysics of this still escapes me. I had assumed that they were trying to get a perfect island because once the island is perfect, then the gods return or whatever. But apparently, making a perfect island is a means to an end of resurrecting the gods. Okay, if Montserrat could make the syndicate perfect, we could give our full attention to the gods. Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed. So did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all. Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalization. He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the Astral Masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end of times fear in you. So Witness murders the council to put the fear of gods into them and refocus the syndicate on our holy mission. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, that's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times. How can we have end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They've never looked out for their own kind. Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates. What do you know about Lydia? I know, like, nothing about them. I know about their last job. What last job? Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It isn't that easy. Once you're in that world, you're bound to it until you fulfill all of your duties. An assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job. She had to destabilize a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for a regime change. Why didn't she tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped her do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as the story they told everyone, is it? Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that. Is that what the council murder is? A regime change? Who can say? Was it revenge? Crime of passion? Regime change? You've got some investigating to do. Doom Jazz. Why would Doom Jazz kill the council? This is a big one. 3. He knows the original secret. Before the first island, during the Great Betrayal, Montserrat made a mistake that got Doom Jazz's father killed. This was before you joined up with the Syndicate. Before the first island, that happened. He was our original military general, a legendary soldier. I'd always heard rumors about him before I joined the Syndicate. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Montserrat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly weapon. He was wrong. There was nothing there. Doom Jazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Montserrat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half of the Syndicate before we got away. The incident was struck from history, but some of the existing council members know about it. Aiz Kiwami likes to talk when he's had a drink, and Doom Jazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip. Montserrat was playing. Aiz Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out. The next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. They'd been friends since the Great Betrayal, hadn't they? Aiz got Doom Jazz out of the torture chamber where he lost his arms. Doom Jazz refused to give up his medical studying even as the haunted ziggurat in Scotland was besieged. Such deep lore! He was captured, tortured, and fled after Aiz broke him out. They were late joining up with the Syndicate, and Doom Jazz missed his father's death. By that time, it had been covered up. Montserrat was planning on doing a similar operation that got Doom Jazz's father killed. A suicide mission for Akiko. Doom Jazz found out. So he'd kill the council to protect her? Wouldn't you kill a bureaucrat to save the person you love? And Carmelina I have not talked to and don't know much about her. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council? Pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council. You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from grace? He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Who could have seen that coming? Bingo. Cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic Deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice Crying Grudge in a ritual. That would give Cosmic Deceit enough power to resurrect. Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other gods. Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution, and the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity. The ruling still stands? Carmelina is on the throne right now. Judge thinks they made the right call. It's a temporary situation. Oh, okay, right. She's the one who is now temporarily in charge because of the council being dead. She's the highest rank outside of the council, and we're about to move to a new perfect island that Carmelina designed. This transition to our eternal home needs to go right, and she's best placed to get us through it. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? She's submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though. Can I see these motions? Of course. I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. Don't know if this helps with anything, though. Hit me. But 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her. That's probably not relevant. Any idea why? She said it was for work. She had a new project, didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor. Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just needed to say it out loud. Maybe it means something. Let's see what I find. Oh, Starlight skins? No. Let's chat. What are you planning to do with your amassed wealth? If trade is good, you're carrying a lot of blood crystals. A quiet life. That's why I'm down here, away from the tower. Not the greatest fan of people. Having a big chunk of change allows you to live your life in peace. You're still an idol. You still have your job to do. We all have our crosses to bear. Have you tried that new beer I'm on the can of? It's good. Not yet. Is it worth it? You think I'd put a name to any old piss water? There's a competition to win a date with me with a winning ring poll. Anyone win? I'll let you in on a little secret. There are no winning ring polls. I know certain things about the Dead Nebula Company. I told the CIO that I know these things. And she made the winning ring poll disappear. Not a prize to be passed around. I dread to think what your file on me looks like. I know all sorts, but there's always more to learn. Going into lockdown. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Alright, so I still have so many blood crystals. Even after spending all of them on all of her information. She might have more information too when I go back later. Incomprehensible starlight skin. The universe will kill you. If you ever learn the true nature of it, you will die. The enormity of the universe will crack your mind in two. Pushing will protect me. Pushing will protect me from the terrible secret of space. How's that for an old meme? Desirable Bear-chan phone charm. Bear-chan, a famous dog on the island that saved a man's life. Got the starlight skin, but I'm not gonna put it on, even if you kill me. Boop, 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 boop. Whoops. Cute. Tamago means egg. Why is your hamster named Egg? Hamsters don't lay eggs. Bathed towers, a cascade of jewels as far as the eye can see. Is this where I started the game? Symbol of a kiss. A kiss while the many-eyed goat watches is the most romantic of kisses. Yeah, I think this is where I started the game, and I didn't even like talk to her. Hey, LD. Though I brought this up before, right? Out of all the people who shouldn't call me LD, which they all should, she shouldn't, because that's also her name. How's the investigation going? It's progressing. Going through my suspect list. Am I on it? Guess I must be right. We're all guilty until proven innocent when something like this happens, right? What about getting people to the next island? Anything strange? I'm still in charge of getting the syndicate off this island and on to the next. Some of us got moved, but the rest are stuck here until you crack this thing. Done it for 23 islands without a problem. suppose... Once the council began meditating, I started moving us. Get a call, do a pickup, go through the gates, onto the next island. Repeat. Silent feels bad, LD. Man, there's so much to talk about now. Did you have any problems with the council? Nope, me and Sammy are just living our lives, LD. We're not into the politics and scheming on the island. What about the rest of the syndicate? Anyone come to mind that has a grudge against the council? This is a dark line of questioning, LD. If people find out I've said anything, I'll get a target on me. You're an ex-assassin that's cooperating with the lead investigator. You'll be fine. I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long. Things are weird on this island. You're telling me. Okay, because it's you. I've started to worry about a couple of people. Yuri's up to no good. What makes you say that? We'll get into that later. Carmelina's the other one. The architect? Why? Gut feeling, LD. You buying this Henry story? I hope it's him, LD. If it was one of us, the syndicate could collapse. Akiko-chan, don't call her that, found him at the scene. He had a knife and the Vic's blood, right? That paints a pretty convincing picture. Maybe it's a little too convincing. You think someone else is going on, LD? Something? Where it's too easy to accept the Henry story? What if someone set him up? These islands are full of power plays. What if this one is exploiting our preconceived notion that the oppressed citizens will rise up if given the chance? That's a scary thought. Your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder? Sammy had packed up his bar, so I picked him up. It was his turn to go through the Paradise Gates to the next island. I took him over, but before we could go through, they locked in response to the murder. Will the logs at the gates confirm this? Should do. Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down. What's the deal with the warm-up procedure? You can't just walk through the Paradise Gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities, and it's a complicated procedure. The gates need some time to draw enough power in and do the calculations to get you to the next island. How is that different to just driving around the island? We're not hopping between realities on the island so we can just cruise. Just a bit of single... What? I missed something in these last few sentences. How is that different to just driving around the island? We're not hopping between... Okay. Single reality driving, huh? You gotta holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise. Let's talk about your suspicions about Carmelina. Carm's a genius, LD. The next island will probably be perfect. She'll have crafted a masterpiece. You probably heard people talking about Montserrat. He was getting paranoid. He was getting arrogant. For some people, honing their craft is enough. Others need rewards. I don't know if Montserrat was in the credit-giving frame of mind. A slighted genius? Maybe. I have to ask about this, Lydia. Do you have a motive for killing the council? I get it, LD. Just doing your job. Me and Sammy haven't got a reason to hit the syndicate like this. You're happy here? As anyone can be. Let's talk about this last job. You mean moving us to the next island? No, the regime change in Europe before the syndicate. Who the hell told you about that? Wait, it was Acid, wasn't it? What does this have to do with the council murder? The murder has all the hallmarks of a regime change. Oh, give me a break, LD. Me and Sammy were assassins. We did assassin shit. It was the last job we had to do to buy our freedom. That was millennia ago, a different epoch. It has nothing to do with last night. Had to ask. No, you didn't. Has Yuri got motive for killing the council? He's ambitious and wants power. He hasn't earned it, though. Unearned power is bad news, LD. He used to be small-time, a shitty little kid, but one day he got buff. One day? Yeah, it was weird. Almost overnight he became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be charming. His charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful with him. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council. But it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. I got a bad feeling about him a while back and pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take them. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped in a bar. Tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last night. I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups. Pickups. You know, LD, the move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a boat trip over there. We have to go through the Paradise Gates. Get our trans-dimensional travel on. Masahiro Heavy Industries built this car to do it. It's the only thing on the island that can go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. On the night an island ends, I wait for Syndicate members to report to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab them, take them through the gates to the new island. You were in contact with him all night? Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. Suspicious. When we got to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence started, but I couldn't get through to him. What time was that, I wonder? Any idea why? Is it unusual? It has happened a couple times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd it happened last night of all nights. I tried checking his phone records at a comms tower. What do you know about K-Hex's disappearance? Haven't seen him in a while. Was hoping he'd turn up on my list of pickups last night. I thought he was just taking some time out, but he'd be ready to go. But he'd be ready to go to the next island. Guess something bad happened. Poked around his place on the mountain? We have yet to tell anyone that he was killed. Like, that we found his body. See the Grand Marshal last night? Sorry, LD, didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her about it? So a lot of these are just going to be, nope, have you asked them? Doom Jazz, did you see him? Said he was in his clinic. Speak to Akiko. Witness. Carm went to see him. What do you know about the escape last night? You read the report, LD? That's all I know. Oh, okay. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You seen the dead zone? Nope. It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. What if I have a double jump? How are they going to stop me? If you're looking for more answers, try in there. Okay, let's hang out. Oh! Oh! Okay, we're hanging out this way. Let's go for a drive. What led you to the life of an assassin? How come you're asking me about this now? We never talked about it before my exile. And now a mass murder happens. You just happened to bring it up. I had a lot of time to think in the Idle Lands. Not a lot to do up there, huh? I missed you. Oh, I missed you too, LD. I don't like to talk about it, you know. It's behind me. Being an assassin was simple. You don't have to worry about a lot once you get good at it. Find the target, learn the target, end the target. Love, though, that's complicated. That's why I drive. And paint. I always needed a skill to master. You got a new car since I've been gone. She's pretty, ain't she? Upgraded. Got bored of the muscle car look. Masahiro offered to refit the old girl, but I wanted a change. So here she is. Burn Parliament. Once this thing's over, we can go driving for real again. Totally. I hope the next island has roads. Cosmos is fine, but concrete feels different. Cool if I drop you at the beach? Sure thing. Thanks for the ride. Bling. Screech. Oh, we're gonna probe. Something you want to tell the investigator? This is a sensitive subject, LD. For who? It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know, I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight. He became a new person. What if it was a god that did it? You mean a blessing? Deception. That's dangerous talk. The goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for devotion. Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse him. What makes you so sure? He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Sahara Caverns in the real world. Okay. Yuri wants the council to authorize an op to go and get her. It's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know. There's no way Montserrat would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council. He's been deceived. Would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council. What if he doesn't stop until he is? I'll keep your suspicion secret, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Lydia. May your specter gaze upon a star, and may you reach the moon. So, we're really... Okay, so... If you go by the Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa formula, it goes, okay, here is the obvious red herring of how we think it happened, and then along the way you get another red herring and another one, and then you reach the truth. This seems like this really seems to be different. Like I do wonder. Like, I guess it's something that I already knew, but it kind of feels like whichever person you... Like, there will be evidence for each person. I don't know if we're going to... Like, it would be a little bit of a disappointment if there really was no ultimate truth. It was just there were tons of clues to find, and there were enough clues to definitively nail each and every person on the island. Like, if each of the suspects, it's like, yep, here's, like... If every single person has an alibi breaker, and every single person has a motive, and every single person has... Oh, right, yeah, of course. I'm saying this is a different type of game. So if I went that way, is there stuff, like, down here that I never found? Sodom? Yeah, that's saying how many blood crystals I have. I see. Electrolytes. Used to be called Sunset Beach. The marketing team went and aimed at men. Now it's called Tropical Demolition. And it is sold out now, right? Yes. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It costs one blood crystal to actually travel? I wonder if that means that there are an infinite number, like if the blood crystals respawn. I don't know. Time separates passion from conspiracy. Only in some crime. You can be passionate about a slow conspiracy. You get what I mean, Love Dies. Don't pick apart everything I say. Enjoy the abstract. How much time did this crime take? Was it opportunity or centuries-old plan? Time's a weird thing on these islands. He said, exploding. Severed arm? This was someone's arm. Horrific. Did a vampire sever it? Or will I find a different ghost whose mystery is solved by the severing of an arm? Can I even find the vampire guy? Is he over here? Is he right here? He's right here. Where is he? Oh, no, this does tell me. That's right. Find evidence? Not yet, apparently. Damn. Maybe I should try and find that zone. Dead zone. Pillar flower, a standard carbonated soda drink. Popular people enjoy sitting on their balconies, trying not to look their neighbor in the eye. That I don't have pyramids for. Oh, okay. That Starlight upgrade, I'm probably going to have to buy all 20 drinks for before the soda CEO calls me and says the thing. Where's the other one? Apparently a power station worker may have found a Starlight upgrade. Where would I get into a power station? I won't worry about it too much for right now. We're still definitely at the phase where I can just wander around. Don't you think it's a bit of a flaw? What is? Allowing a possessed citizen to stay on the island? You people are all about getting rid of demons. It's one of your main things. You never shut up about it. They probably had their reasons, such as making an example out of a criminal, or one of the many rituals we have, or Akiko needs someone to waterboard on a bad day. This wasn't as interesting as I hoped. See you around. Bar knife through the heart. Oh, is that the... Is that the bar? Is that where we meet Sammy? Is there an entrance? There is. Do I want to go in? I kind of want to explore the outside here. Oh my gosh, another foot. Oh gosh. Triple jump? Water in Paradise is good. I feel like I can concentrate a little harder now. It feels like I could find anything, even if it's hidden. Meditate unlocked. Hold the meditate button to reveal the island's secrets. What in the hell? Huh. Wow, that's gonna make exploration much easier. Recording number 2. I asked Tanya what she thinks, if she can feel it too. She laughed. She doesn't feel it. I looked into Tanya's past. She seems normal. Seems. Oh, and then it go... Whoop. Nope, I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'll be fine. No. No, we're good. I'm good. So I guess that'll help with wanting to like 100% or see like where are these places that I haven't gone yet. Island Sequence 21. We restored the heartbeat of Moonlight Petal. She slumbers under Siberia. We must give her more power. That seems difficult to get to. Oh. Is it becoming easier to get to? It is. How about that? Dead Moon, fruity carbonated drink with added vitamins and minerals, sold at a discount to Deep Factory workers. Oh. This machine is broken. I can't use it. Council normally maintained these machines well. I wonder what happened. Okay, so... We had the hint about there being a thing inside of a I assumed that it was just buy all of the drinks on the island in order to unlock it, but maybe there's something specific that we do with that one. Nobody knows.
Getting saved. Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Idyllic beach starlight skin. This image reminds you of a wonderful family holiday on a beach you had. You frolicked in the sea with your siblings. You've never been to a beach. Like, things are already outlined, which makes it nice. But this, yeah, this power is going to help. It's going to be nice. Seems like a good inclusion, but also something that it was good to have them not just give you right at the start of the game. That would have been bad.
Recording obtained.
I can see it now. I think these lines, like the air is forming weirdly, forming around something weirdly, like the air is a membrane that something is pushing against. Am I the only one that can see it? I'm scared but elated. Is this a cosmic truth? I didn't make it, but I can. I'm going to. Am I? No. How are you supposed to get up there? Can I climb this? No. Is this a comms tower? It should be, but it's not. I see what I'm supposed to do. Not jump from the fence. Oh, there's a pyramid right here. Blood Dancer carving. Carving about the god Blood Dancer. Gifted technology to many races. An astral engineer without equal. Thinks nothing of ethics. And used much of her technology to perform genocides across entire planets. Sweet gal. Yeah, from here. Hop, hop. You switching out the skins on Starlight? What business is it of yours? Chill. I'm just looking out for fellow generation remixers. Can't just have the standard thing these days. Gotta make it yours. Sticker this, custom wallpaper that. Shows you've personality or something. I don't know. Eighth Island sequence removed from history. Who removed it and wherefore? Or was that the one that had something to do with the time? They were like, oh, he sacrificed himself because of the timeline. I was like, tell me more.
Those crystals obtained. Fast travel unlocked. Starlight
Symbols
skins
of the
obtained.
witness. Something. The end of something is priceless. It can never be experienced again. It can never be traded. What if things shouldn't end, though? You looking for a severed arm? My dreams filled with endless images. Working at the power plant. A cursed life. The assignment we all fear. Worse than the deep factory. Your thoughts disappear, replaced by lives you haven't lived, lives you won't lead, lives you might lead. Time disappears. The same day recycled. That sounds like a pretty good game. I want to play that. The same day disappears. My mind broke. A million shards. I can't ascend to heaven without knowing who I am. I just remember my fish tank. Outside my apartment. Near the convenience store. I loved those fish. Who am I? Ezra Albertine. I found your employee card next to your fish tank. Your fish are doing fine. Did I? Ezra Albertine. I wonder if I liked who I am. People often wonder that at the end. The only people who don't are psychopaths. Thank you. I found something. It's in my locker. My locker code is 0120. Now I can ascend.
Key item obtained.
Did I find, like, something here? Oh. I don't remember finding... No, creased employee card? Maybe I do remember finding that. It's good that I found it. Do. Hardest challenge in the game succeeded. I found out Ezra Albertine's real name, and he became a real boy, a real vampire. He was the vampire! It all makes sense if you think about it. I want to end the stream, but I keep, like, every 2 steps there's something else to pick up.
Those crystals obtained.
Provocative flower, a sweet seasonal drink popular with kids. Uses flavors from flowers around the island to create a unique taste. Gross. I don't want to drink a flower. Our currency doesn't work. It works as much as anything does. Why is there a limit if it's just blood? If people don't have limits, they start going crazy. The island gets out of balance. I want to see that. No, you don't. Are there limits? How many, what's the most crystals I've had? Like 15? A whiskey made by a master, responsible for a number of classics. The number 4 is an undisputed masterpiece. I'll dispute it. Can't stop me.
Obtained.
11th island sequence. The god hunters have yet to make their move. We continue to resurrect our gods. Timidly. This was wholly unbefitting. Ezra's locker. Okay, good. A starlight upgrade. Awesome. Awesome. We got pyramids. What kind of life was a power plant worker living where they would find this?
Key item obtained.
Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. These carvings were carved by terrible hands with unknown tools on a planet that only exists as the after image of a nightmare. Well, I guess I'll put it in my computer then.
Install complete.
Very nice. Curious. I don't remember where the locked door was that required a
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight in the
symbol of a
tank.
bar. Perfect drink on the perfect evening. Bliss never lasts, though. The night always ends. The morning always comes. Routine will always be waiting for you. Yeah, anything else? Far up there. Am I? It seems like I'm way over on this edge of the. Oh, so maybe I should go try to get that. If that's... Can I get up here at all? Whoops. And are they still high? Oh, they went away. Tip, tip, da, da, tip, da, da. Maybe I already ran around here. Maybe there used to be stuff. Oh, does it only reveal things that are nearby? Because nothing at all popped. Oh, way, way over there. Some things popped up. Oh, and they turned yellow. I thought that the yellow was the distance. Like, they started off pink. And then they... Is that not an opening? It is not. They started off purple and changed to yellow as you got closer, so you could, like, estimate how...
Respawning.
Loop.
Relic obtained.
Humanity's god hunters learn of our secret Island Sequence 10. Humanity's god hunters learn of our secret islands. We hid from them for so long, but now they know. A time of fear. Curious. And have I never been here? Guess not.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight in the tank.
Wonderful skyline.
Nightmare computer.
Attached to the communications tower, we finally found the comm tower. If I can crack the code, I'll be able to use the tower to verify any cell phone data I find. Glorious. And it looks like I didn't even need the thing. The guy. Pyramids. I didn't need pyramids for this.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
That's got it. Usually an interface at the top of the towers where I can verify Sonfell. Cell phone data I found. Wee bloop wop. This tower can help me scan phone records. Scan witness's phone. Is he telling the truth? I've got the record. A call was made by Akiko to witness. Yep. Witness was in his apartment. But it says Akiko was at the Syndicate HQ. That's weird. She told me she was at the Desolation Cell. She lied to me. There's an unknown number in here. It's not in any Syndicate phone records. 833-211-2ES-9116RD. It was dialed with 2 L's at midnight last night. How am I supposed to trust that the phone number has been accurately typed if the word dialed isn't accurately typed? The call picked up but was ended in under a second. Ah, she's holding up a little laptop. That might be innocuous. It probably isn't, though. A 1-second phone call at the instant of the murder. Yuri's phone that I got from... Oh, I told him to give it to me. And he did, like a fool. Should have played the fifth. Looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri. Is it? Okay, I know a number of British spellings, but not dialed. I've never seen dialed with 2 L's. All the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the Celebratory Gardens, which is where we saw him, I guess. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and 000. There's a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Unknown. Matches up with what Lydia told me. There's a gap in time where Yuri's phone couldn't be contacted, and no one can account for him. Wah, clunk. Alright. And there's a phone right here. Let's save. Alright, I'm having a blast with this. I'm curious to see. I had assumed that we would, like, finish this island at some point and then move on to the next island, which would be case 2, and that then maybe there'll be a case 3. But this might be the only, like, this island might be the whole game, and I'd be okay with it if it was, but it could also be the case that that this is just chapter 1, and that we'll do this a couple more times. We'll find out. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I will be back for more of this on Thursday. We're getting right back into the rhythm of things. I still haven't seen my sister to pick up the Final Fantasy XIII book, but maybe we'll just play this to completion before we go back to Lightning Returns. Have a wonderful night.